In this video, we'll walk through some of the forms that are used or required during the industry certification process. This is the Georgia Department of Education CTAE Industry Certification Checklist. It should be used for programs that are going through the initial phase of the process that are discussing whether it's a viable option. Parts of this include program information, instructor information, career and technical student organization or CTSO participation, equipment and facilities, and local support. If you're able to check the boxes next to each one of these, it's a good indicator that industry certification is probably right for you. This is the CEFCA Form A. This is the preliminary application for initial certification or recertification. Instructions are provided to fill out for the school system, school name, the address, city, state, zip, phone number, fax number, supervisor's name, and title. You also can check whether you're applying for accreditation or re-accreditation or recertification. You then can also apply for multiple program areas, including construction, in plumbing, carpentry, masonry, and electrical, metals, welding and sheet metal, HVAC, and architectural drafting and design. For each one of the first three, you're supposed to answer if the instructor is currently NCCR certified, meaning they've gone through the ICTP training process and it has not expired. Then they'll sign, fill out the appropriate information at the bottom, mail and send a check for $400 per program at the school being certified or recertified to the address listed at the bottom. Form B is the self-assessment document that programs can use to evaluate the cost for a facility to go through the certification process. There are several pages to this because each of these align to a standard. At this point in time, you do not have to list or attach goals and objectives for this. This is more of an evaluation. You read each of the exhibits to see whether you meet the standard or do not meet the standard. And then after you take an assessment of those that do not meet the standard, you find out what cost it would be for the program to be able to meet those standards, what work would be required to do so in the process of evaluating whether or not your program should go through the certification. The CEFCA Form 105 is taken from the NCCR Accredited Training and Education Facility ATEF Self-Assessment Sponsor Evaluation Form. Most instructors use this form as their self-assessment versus using the Form 105. This is also the official form that each site team member will use when evaluating the program during the site team visit. The procedures are listed there 1 through 6 for what to do. The standards are listed 1 through 8. We will cover those in separate videos. Each standard through this multi-page document should be checked as either exceeds, meets, or does not meet for one of the levels. Again, we'll talk about the standards in separate videos. This is the NCCR Form 702A, 703A, and is a responsibilities and liabilities agreement form that the instructor will sign. It's 2 sides. First side lists out everything that's a requirement for the instructor, a curriculum proctor, or an assessment coordinator. On the back, the instructor will sign and date, provide contact information. This form is the NCCR Student Registration and Release. The instructor will fill out one of these forms while completing ICTP, but they will also have each of their students in the course that are completing modules where they will be submitted must fill out one of these to keep on file. Most of the instructors pre-fill out information related to the school name, school address. They also recommend that we use a state DOE student number, which is the Georgia Testing ID, instead of a Social Security number for registering students.